The problem we have is that we only have 5 designated campervan areas in Lahinch, and there's no overnight parking. But we have a problem with the responsibility of who's there to remove the campervans when they stay overnight. Because on one hand we have the guards saying that it's not their duty. We have the council and we have bylaws in place saying that there is no overnight parking. But unfortunately, the council are blaming the guards, and the guards on the other hand are blaming the council, and that they haven't got the manpower to do it. They haven't got the power to do it, and for that reason, I'm asking for a designated campervan site, someplace near Lahinch. And after last year's, we'll say, conversation or phone-ins and everything that we got about the campervan site in Lahinch, I went looking for an area, and we have a family in Liscannor with land that's zoned tourism, and we are exploring that now for a designated campervan site, which is needed for the area in Lahinch. And I got some criticism last year from Motorhomes Ireland and that I was against campervans. I'm not against campervans at all. But if we haven't got the provision and the facilities for them, some of the campervans that came into the Lahinch car park last year were actually emptying their toilets into the toilets of Lahinch SeaWorld and into our own public toilets. And that's not on. And we need a place for campervans to come in, designated, pay their duties and their fines to their fees to a private enterprise, which I think we have now. But unfortunately for this year, it's not going to happen because the Walker Cup is happening in September, and I understand that part of the Liscannor Road car park is needed to facilitate the hospitality part of the Walker Cup people. So we can't do it this year. So again, we're going to be inundated this year with problems from parking in the car park in Lahinch.
And given the dependence of Lahinch on tourism, I'm sure you're not suggesting that those who are bringing campervans to the area don't come to Lahinch. Obviously, you'd like the custom, but there needs to be campervan-specific facilities.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for, and I'm trying to put the pressure on Clare County Council. And in all fairness to Owen Try last year and Tony Neville, who was our senior engineer, we did put our head, pen to paper, and we tried to look around and see where we would get one on. I think we've one got now, subject to planning permission and other things going through. The other reason I just saw there today, I had another motion down there as regards the amount of money that's been taken in the car park in Lahinch. I asked specifically how much money was taken in parking fines and parking fees for 2024-25 and the first quarter of 2026. And for 2024, we took in €228,399. And 2025, which was down because the year was bad, and because of the campervan influx, it only came to 281,500.
You'd blame the campervans for that?
I'm blaming the amount of space the campervans are taking up, plus the fact that you heard me stating there today that we have over 800 members in Lahinch SeaWorld, swimming, gym, high rocks and the whole lot. When they come down to go into the gym, they can't park their cars. Not to talk of having to pay €2 or €3 to go in, but they can't get parking. And those fees, that money in Lahinch should be higher if the spaces weren't being taken up with all the campervans that are parking. And we are depriving our members of that excellent facility that has been refurbished at a cost of 6.5 or 7 million to go in and use the facility which they're paying for to be members of.